Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers facing the Indiana Pacers. Here we go. So Indiana wins the tip. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Matt Barnes. Paul out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Basket counts.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Now here's Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Ball against Hill. 5 to shoot. High post try. Misses off the left eye.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stevenson dishes to Hibbert. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Pass to Redick. Back to Barnes. Outside Jordan. Here's Griffin. George with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Hibbert hits the bucket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A 3 from Barnes. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And Hibbert with the block.
Trying to attack Roy Hibbert land. His timing impeccable.
George against Barnes. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
That one good for 2.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Paul passes to Griffin. He dishes it to Barnes. He kicks it to Paul. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, they get it again. Jordan. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Stevenson. Oh, and the dunk by Stevenson.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Griffin kicks to Barnes. The pass to Paul. Outside Jordan. Pass to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes against George. Barnes bounce pass. Will it go? Los Angeles with another miss. Pacers leading by 10. Away from Stevenson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Redick. And he gets the bucket.
He has the ability to get to the basket, too. Like seeing Redick put it on the deck and get it done off the dribble.
Hill dishes to Stevenson. Passes it to Hibbert. To the middle. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Roy Hibbert.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Clippers trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Redick. From downtown, the Pacers pull it in. Hibbert's got 4 rebounds in this game. The feed to George. And it's George finishing it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lob pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Here's Paul. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Stevenson. He has 6. With some arc. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 11. Hill against Paul. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Here's Hill. Hibbert trying to free himself up. And the basket by Hill.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Paul passes to Barnes. Jordan high post. Knocked away. Turner with it. He's picked up by Paul. Stevenson left side. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Redick surveying the D. Top of the key, Griffin. Fader on the way. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And it's George finishing it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He misses the free throw.
And Chris Paul, very much one of the best and most talented point guards in the league. A really poised floor leader who always is talking and is really an excellent leader too.
And he sinks the second. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
It's tipped. Barnes finds Jordan. Chalk up two there.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Hill with it. Chris Paul covering. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Jordan. Back to Paul. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's 6 points for Chris Paul.
You cannot underestimate Chris Paul's ability to finish through contact just because he's small. I mean, he's as tough as they come.
Griffin against George. And Hill has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Over Paul. Hill, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Griffin's shot is off.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Ball against Hill. Here's Jordan. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so George will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 10-point game. Hill passes to Turner. Hibbert with it. Covered by Barnes. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Here's George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That free throw good from George.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And here is Paul. 6 points for him. Outside, Redick. Here's Griffin. Excellent D there from George.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Outside Hill. George trying to break free. And it's Hill. That time the assist by George. Hill's got his second basket.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Redick finds Paul. To stop the run. Griffin's shot is off.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Outside Hill. Dishes it to Stevenson. And stolen by Redick. It's good. Redick's got his second basket of the night. Pacers leading by 15. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Hibbert dishes to George. Ring shot on the way. The offensive rebound. And here's Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 6.
One of the things you like about Hill is his instincts. This guy just has a nice feel for where to go on the break.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Knocks it loose. The Clippers again turning it over. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Redick against Stevenson. And it's Turner off the drive. And George gets it to go. 15 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Paul with the ball. He has 6. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Hill finds Turner. Good D by Jordan. And so it's Indiana feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Clippers trail by 17. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Jordan. Matt Barnes is out there with Griffin. And there's Collison, and it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. Big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. Turkoglu's checked in. And he can't hit the second. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Crawford following the basket by George Hill. Turkoglu outside. Shot clock at 6. Griffin finds Barnes. Crawford outside. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Turner looking around. Now the pass to Stevenson. Back to Turner. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crawford passes to Collison. And here's Turkoglu. He's guarded by Hill. And the basket by Turkoglu. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. George up top. Defended by Turkoglu. George, no good. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Griffin. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Collison dishes to Crawford. Turkoglu up top. Feeds to Griffin. Over George. Again, the Clippers.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Pass to George. The kick out to Hill. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers trail by 14. Griffin finds Collison. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Hill has the open look. Offensive rebound. The shot by Mahimi, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the inside, Turkoglu, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Hill against Collison. Hill kicks to Stevenson. Down low. count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pacers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Collison. Crawford passes to Griffin. Barnes. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Barnes has got his first 2 points. Pacers leading by 13. Outside Hill. George against Turkoglu. 7-foot shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Crawford outside. Oh, Griffin in position, and Griffin slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's George following the basket by Blake Griffin. The tray. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 13.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here is Hill. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Mahimi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. Crawford with the rebound. Clippers trail by 11. Outside Griffin. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's George. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Collison, no good. Pacers leading by 11. Here's Stevenson. Here's Mahimi. That ball. High speed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Collison. Crawford finds Griffin. George against Turkoglu. George with the defensive effort. So it's the Pacers now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Hill passes to Hill. Here is Stevenson. Outside Hill. There's the 3. Hit the line by Indiana. George, no good. Clippers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Collison dishes to Crawford. Griffin passes to Turkoglu. Shot, high post, and too long on the shot. Here's George, and he banks in the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Crawford outside. Pass to Barnes. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Over Mahinmi. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Pacers leading by 15. Lob pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Now here's Collison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's tipped. Here's Barnes. And it's blocked by Stevenson. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. So for the Clippers, Jordan, he's checked in for Turkoglu. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Paul in for Darren Collison. Here's Redick. They get a hand on it. Takes it off the glass. Redick's got 6.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Stevenson. He has 6, and that one's good. George.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Redick. 6 points for him. Back to Paul. Griffin. Great positioning on the putback.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Looking to get it going. Hill, no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
To the middle, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, this is why they trust Paul to run the offense. I mean, he's so good at getting the ball to guys on time and on target.
Hill kicks to Hill. There's the pass to Mahinmi. Stevenson against Redick. And the basket by Stevenson. 8 points for him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Paul passes to Jordan. Now here's Barnes. A floater and the rejection by Mahinmi. Stevenson left side. And the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 17.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Jordan kicks to Paul. Here's Griffin. Second chance shot. No good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Outside Hill. And it's George finishing it off.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Hill against Paul. Outside, Redick. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the Clippers miss again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Stevenson. He's got 10. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. Turner comes in for Hill. Ball against Hill. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Reddick. Hill against Griffin. Ball outside. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Indiana Pacers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work on. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Paul George is out there with Turner. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Hill in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Now here's Reddick. Griffin's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ball against Hill. Over in the corner, Barnes. Outside Griffin. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Jordan. Outside for Reddick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 9 points for J.J. Reddick.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Reddick on the money. ATM time.
He'll find Stevenson. And here's Hibbert. On the wing, Turner. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 4 points this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Now here's Jordan. 10 points for him. Here's Griffin. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And that one's good by Stevenson.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Paul with the bucket.
You got to respect his range now. Paul's form and release are perfect. You feel like every three he shoots is going in.
Stevenson outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Shoots over Redick. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Paul. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, he's not a big guy, but he doesn't back up from anybody. I mean, Paul is really good at using his body to draw contact.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. The first one falls. And so Paul nails both of them. Indiana leading by 13. Here is Stevenson. He's got 12. And it's George missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Griffin dishes to Barnes. Jordan the pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Griffin. Paul George with the steal. Up the floor. And Hill throws it down.
Love seeing Hill rise up quickly for the throwdown.
Clippers trail by 15. Paul passes to Jordan. And Redick now atop the key. Over Stevenson. The shot by Redick, no good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
That's good from Turner. Vito Turkoglu's checked in for Barnes. And both free throws good for Evan Turner. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Los Angeles. 17-point game. This is it to Turkoglu. Back to Paul. Left side, Griffin. Shot clock at 5. George with the defensive effort.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Throw good, Paul George. And the Clippers call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Clippers trail by 20. Paul outside. Outside, Redick. Looking to end the run, and he hits the jumper for 2. Redick's got 11 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Paul. Paul George making his last shot. Griffin. Fades and shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now, here's Stevenson. 12 points for him. Hibbert finds George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 38 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Paul outside. Turkoglu outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. Hill against Paul. Outside Turner. Pass to Hibbert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. But they get it back. And Hibbert with the block. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 40 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Jordan. 10 points for him. Redick for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Ball against Hill. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Stevenson. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Paul's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Inside, and there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Turkoglu. 16 points for J.J. Redick. Stevenson outside. Pass to Turner. Pass to Hill. 5 to shoot. Softly drops in the floater. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, the precise placement by Hill with these floating jumpers, that's a hard shot that he's mastered.
Turkoglu kicks to Paul. Back to Turkoglu. Ball's knocked loose. Tries to keep it alive. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Paul outside. Offline with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Now here's Turkoglu. He has 7. Paul right side. Outside Griffin. That one no good. Excellent D there from George.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Turkoglu against George. Turkoglu dishes to Jordan. Paul with the 3, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. 1:32 left in the third. Here's George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
An unreal performance by Griffin. Locked in. They just have not come up with a scheme to contain it.
Here's Hill. He kicks it to Hibbert. Whistle blows. That's going to be travel.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Barnes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls on him.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. And so Paul nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Hibbert, and Jordan sends it back. And Griffin, here we go. They double team Griffin. Paul. And it's sent back by Hill. They get it back. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Tell you what, that mid-range game from Chris Paul, he's really an assassin from there. You can see less and less of that shot in this day and age, but CP has got the green light to shoot it.
For three, Hill. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers trail by 18.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Redick passes to Griffin. Over Hill. Griffin's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Indiana. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Crawford. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Barnes in at the power forward position. Stevenson finds Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Turner. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Redick passes to Jordan. Paul dishes to Jordan. It's good. Jordan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Doubled by Crawford. And Turner kicks to Hill. To the inside. And it's Hill with the jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Hill against Paul. Pass to Redick. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Indiana leading by 18. Hill dishes to Hill. Kicks it to Stevenson. Fires from the line. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 20 points for Lance Stevenson. Here's Los Angeles now. Shoots. Paul's shot is off. And so Hill bring it up for Indiana. The pass to Turner. Stevenson trying to free himself up. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And that's exactly the effort you like to see from Hibbert, finishing off the glass.
Paul outside. The dish to Redick. Pass to Jordan. Deep two from Crawford. They grab their own miss. Jordan the pass to Barnes. Stolen by Stevenson. And Hill has it in the corner. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Crawford. A putback, and it's Barnes on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now here's Paul. Jordan kicks to Crawford. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Jordan kicks to Crawford. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Paul, and they pick up 2. Paul's got 21 in the game.
Whenever CP3 gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He loves initiating the break.
Turner passes to Hibbert. Over Jordan. Here's Hill. And Jordan sends it back. Ball against Hill. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he knocks down the first one. Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Crawford against Stevenson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Hill against Paul. They double him with Jordan. Griffin with the steal. Jumps up. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Stevenson. Outside Hill. They double him with Jordan. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill. Hill's got 9 assists now tonight.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Hill against Paul. A 3-ball. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Pacers leading by 13. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. George is checked in for Solomon Hill. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Passes to Barnes. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Crawford. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's, and now the fast break. George with the ball. Stevenson with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Crawford looking over the floor. Here's Paul. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Now Stevenson. Hibbert up top. On the wing, Stevenson. Guarded by Crawford. Oh, Turner in position. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Crawford outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Crawford. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. The pass to Paul. Pass to Crawford. From deep. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pacers leading by 14. Now here's Stevenson. They double him with Jordan. Hill passes to Hibbert. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Ball outside on the wing, Barnes. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
That's tipped and taken away by Paul, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Hibbert the bounce pass. Stevenson finds Hill. Back to Stevenson. Over Crawford. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Hill. Stevenson's got 16 points here in the second half. Ball against Hill. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 14 points now in the basket from Chris Paul.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Hill. Takes the 3. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 20 points for Roy Hibbert.
You know, not something we get to see very often. Hibbert lighting up the scoreboard.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Stevenson against Crawford. Stevenson right side. To the paint. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got 22.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pulls it from 20. Paul's shot is off. Pacers leading by 18. And here is Hill. He kicks it to Hibbert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Griffin's got 11 rebounds in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kevin, I don't think there's any player in the league that provides more grit and toughness than Barnes. I mean, he's a rugged forward who makes contributions at both ends.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Stevenson outside. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Stevenson's got 28.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Griffin, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 25 points for Blake Griffin.
And you know, Paul is a certain Hall of Famer as a dime dropper, a dynamite playmaker who continues to wow us with his passing ability.
Now, here is George. Indiana moving it around. Here's Hibbert. Here's Turner, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Hill comes in for George, and it's Brown in for Hill. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dudley comes in for Blake Griffin. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Collison in for Paul. And both free throws good for Evan Turner. Clippers trail by 19. Crawford dishes to Dudley. Kicks it to Granger. Here's Hollins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Brown outside. Stevenson outside. Just 4 to shoot. It's Brown with the drive. Mahinmi. Brown trying to free himself up. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Crawford kicks to Collison. Dudley the pass to Granger. Here's Hollins. From outside, off the mark. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doubled by Collison. Back to Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.